Hello everyone, today we return to our absolute favorite campground.
That's right, the campsites at Disney's Fort Wilderness.
It really is our favorite place to visit. And if you're new to RVing or just haven't been to Fort Wilderness, well, we hope to give you some idea of what it's like.
Yeah, and because this place is some 750 acres in size, we're going to use a golf cart to show you around.
Yeah. While we drive to the front of the RV park to begin the tour, let us show you what it looks like driving your RV to the campsite.
As you arrive at Fort Wilderness, don't be surprised if someone's out front capturing that special photo that they'll look back on for years to come. And once inside, your first stop will be at the security booth, where they'll confirm your ID and that you in fact have a reservation.
Howdy, how you doing today? Good, sir. How are you? What do you need? All right.
The next stop is where you officially check in, the reception outpost. And this has to be the largest check-in area I've ever seen in an RV park. This is also where you'll get your specific campsite location.
Hello there. How are you?
Then, if you're towing a vehicle like we are, your next stop will be at the hitch, unhitch area. If you're not towing, simply bypass it. After unhooking, I confirm our loop and RV site and the directions on how to get there. And for this visit, we're in loop 1100, site number 1114. And if you've seen our past videos on the fort, you know this place is a little tight when you're in a larger rig. Nothing you can't handle, just be aware that slow and easy wins the day. With 1114 in sight and Clay as a spotter, we negotiate around the Easter bunnies. And again, using that 60-degree wheel cut on these Power Glide chassis, we back into our site without any issues. Now that you've seen what the place looks like driving your RV into the fort, let's show you some more of this amazing place.
I know we just showed you the reception outpost when you check in with an RV, but when you're renting a cabin or need assistance, you can come in here.
And in here, you'll find the concierge who can help you check in, get info on tickets, restaurants, and all the activities taking place here in the fort.
Just a short walk away from the reception outpost is Fort Wilderness Transportation Outpost. Here, you can take a bus throughout the fort as well as all the theme parks.
We remain impressed with the transportation system they have here at Fort Wilderness. I mean, they roll day and night. As Clay said, they have stops all throughout the fort, as well as transportation to all the theme parks. And right behind the transportation depot is where you'll find the Tri-Circle D Ranch with its trail rides.
Fort Wilderness is laid out in loops. For example, here is the 1100 loop where we are, here is the 1400 loop, and here is the 2200 loop where there are cabins.
And in those loops, you'll find the 5 different types of RV sites here in the park, like the tent and pop-up loops, the full hookup loops, the preferred, premium and premium Meadow loops. All vary, of course, in price. But hey, we'll have a link to the park's website down below in the description for the latest information. Now let's show you what a premium loop looks like. And since we're in loop 1100, might as well start there. You're looking at one of the many reasons we love this place and favor the premium loops. With its beautiful, lush landscaping, coupled with the larger space and larger concrete pads to accommodate bigger rigs. And here is an empty site, so you can really see the space that you have here in the premium loops. And of course, each loop has a comfort station. Here you'll find the laundry room, where each cycle to wash is $3. Each cycle to dry, also $3. In our experience, we've always found the restrooms extremely clean, and they have private showers. Next, we want to show you the centerpiece of the resort, which is called the Meadow Recreational Area. But first, a little four-wheeling. At the Meadow Rec Area, you'll find a large swimming pool. And at this pool, you shouldn't have a problem finding a place to sit. They even have a snack bar at this pool, as well as a small arcade. This area also has bike rentals. They even rent fishing gear, kayaks. There's a picnic area with tennis courts and volleyball. And don't miss the Chippendale Campfire Sing-Along, which takes place at the theater. And prior to the show, you and the family can roast some marshmallows. Shortly afterward, the stars of the show arrive, Chip and Dale. And then the large screen, well, it becomes the best outdoor movie experience you could ever have at a campground. But also here at the Meadow Rec Area, you'll find
the Meadow Trading Post. Here you can pick up gifts, souvenirs, and snacks. I like this. I'm gonna get it for Caden.
cute outfit.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Now let's visit another loop. This one will show us the full hookup sites, which are loops 1600 to 1900.
In my opinion, these loops, called the full hookups, are very adequate even if you have a larger rig. They don't seem to have quite as much landscaping between the sites, but again, in my opinion, still adequate. And there's a comfort station. As we mentioned earlier, each loop has one. By the way, Fort Wilderness celebrates what is called halfway to Halloween, which is why you will find some Halloween decorations in the middle of April.
Now that we've completed that loop, we want to take you to the settlement area, which is where the marina is, as well as some other things you'll want to know about during your visit.
By the way, Clay and I are on a rented golf cart here at the fort, so if you don't have your own, that's another option to help you get around this large place. Keep in mind that there's really no parking for automobiles except for in the reception outpost and a few at the Meadow recreational area. Here at the settlement is another trading post, much like the Meadow trading post, where you can grab some gifts or some essentials. The settlement is also where you'll find the beach. Sorry, no swimming, but a great place to watch the fireworks over at the Magic Kingdom. And the marina, where they used to have boat rentals, and I mean little boats like these, where you could get out on the lake and enjoy some of the views. But no more. We're told those boats aren't coming back. But the one boat that's still operating is that one. The one that takes you to Magic Kingdom.
Man, I just love the sound of that horn.
The settlement also has the Hoop-de-Doo Review Dinner Show. We've never gone to that, but we have tried PJ's Southern Takeout and Crockett's Tavern. The Trails Inn is actually closed now due to some repurposing or refurbishing, as it was explained to us. They do have a couple of food trucks here, but sorry I didn't get any video of those. Also a large playground for the little ones to burn up some more of that energy. And one of my favorite things here at the settlement is
It's the Tri-Circle D Ranch, where they house all the horses here at Disney World.
inside. You can get up close to some of what I consider to be heroes, those who work in the theme parks. And one of my favorites this year is Skylar, a Clydesdale, weighing in at over 2,000 pounds. Not to mention the beautiful Grady, a Percheron. There's also a small area showcasing Walt Disney's love for horses. And the Calliope, which he purchased in 1907, sits here on display at the ranch. I would encourage you to drop by the ranch when you visit Fort Wilderness. And one final thing in the settlement area, there's also a bus depot here, much like at the front of the resort. And as you would imagine, there are a couple large dog parks. And finally, they do have cabins, which I'm told they will be refurbishing in the coming weeks and months, so stay tuned for that.
Well guys, that's going to do it from Fort Wilderness, and we hope you enjoyed the video. To see more, click on one of those on the screen, and we hope to see you there. Until then, be well and stay safe.